Hello everybody, my name is Riley and welcome back to the vlog. It is the last week of school and I'm going to be bringing you guys along for a full week in my life as a stressed year 13 student trying to balance extracurriculars, assignments and staying sane. It's a bit of a ranty one, so I hope you guys are ready, and without further ado, let's get started.
Perfect.
Been in classroom doing some stuff on my EPQ board. I have basically stained this big sheet of like flip chart paper with tea to kind of make it look like parchment. I will talk more about like my EPQ in depth eventually and just like give you guys some advice and stuff like that, but I have a class now. I have a sociology lesson, and then after school I have an online sociology tutoring session, which is something new that I started last week, and it was really helpful, so I'm hoping that this session is also going to be really helpful. I will check in with you guys a little bit before then because I'll have a tiny bit of time.
You just can't do things as well as others
This is literally the most stunning work of art. This should be framed.
It's because I made it.
It should be framed. Well, these bits are like the neatest bits. That is just abysmal.
I've never read it on that.
It's like writing on a piece of paper. I look like more of a mess. I feel like my skin is broken out again today, which is really annoying because I've made a whole thing about how clear it was.
Friday.
What?
Repeat after me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gorgeous.
I'm gorgeous. Repeat after me. We can dream.
We can dream.
We can dream. We have to do work. We have to blurt.
Huh?
We have to do blurting, don't we?
We're gonna be together.
Of course. Actually, no. The parchment I was working on earlier.
This is Beth.
Hello, Beth.
Hi.
How's it going?
Pretty good, thanks.
How was class?
It was okay. This
Yeah.
is some revision, but Riley just kept me from handwriting. Wow.
It is pretty bad. Comment down below if you like Beth's handwriting.
Everyone's gonna comment. This is gonna be the most courses I've ever had in my life.
Love that. It is currently about 10 to 3. I have online tutoring for sociology at 3, and that lasts until about 4. It's a one-to-one with...
Hi guys. Hashtag bloopers. Okay, I'm here and I need to work on my EPQ presentation board. So I'll be quiet whilst Riley's doing his tutoring.
my EPQ presentation board, which is 5 folds long, and each of the folds are like 175 centimeters by, like, I think I measured out like 70 or something like that.
Pretty big.
Pretty big. So I have to fill all of that space. Hello everybody, I just got back from school. It's currently 10 past 5, almost 5:15, literally pretty much just got back. Let me just run you through my day. Mondays are they're not really busy for me in terms of lessons. So on a Monday I have first period law. We do tort law on a Monday with my tort law teacher, because basically the way my school works is we have like the 2 different teachers and they will teach like different parts of the course. So this particular teacher teaches tort law, which is paper 2 for law. Then I have freeze, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 4th. And then I have a sociology class 5th, oddly with the same teacher, which is quite funny. But yeah, so that's the rundown of my day. I basically have this big chunk in the middle of the day that I have to do something with. So I usually try to get kind of ahead on my work. So today I did a sociology essay, and then I also did some stuff for my EPQ presentation because I realised how soon it is. So I need my board done kind of this week. So I'm home now. I am exhausted and I am wet as well because it's been raining. So yeah. So I started to really get into the routine of this. I say really got into the routine of this. I literally started it last week, but it's been working quite well so far this week. Basically, I'm taking the school day and my free periods as opportunities to work on my assignments so that when I get home I can start to work on revision bits, because we are fast approaching to exams. We have less than 100 days to go until my first paper, which is English paper 1. So I have devised a revision schedule. I want to go into detail about this in like a separate video, so I'm not going to talk about it today, but basically I have 2 slots a day so far. After school, which is about an hour 15, something like that. And then in the evening, I have a big 2-hour session to work with. Mondays for me are a sociology day. Obviously, I have my sociology tutoring on a Monday, and so that's kind of like why I do sociology on a Monday. Today, I'm working on socialization. I'm going to basically take this time as a break. I never work as soon as I get home. Very much my weeks are quite repetitive, so I'm going to have to find a way to kind of like diversify this a little bit. Okay, it is later on now. Just finished with dinner. It's currently 7 o'clock, and now is the time when I usually lock in to do my 2-hour evening session. So that is what we are going to do. friends. I feel like I've been a terrible vlogger today. I feel like I've barely vlogged anything. It's just been quite like a go, go, go kind of day. I feel like I've been all over the place, really, in some way. And now I'm dying, apparently. Was not expecting that today. It's currently 6 o'clock. I'm sat down on my bed, literally just got up in my room. I've got my evening green tea again. You guys are gonna be expecting a lot of repeats throughout the duration of this video. Today, what have we had today? So I had a 2-hour free this morning, and in that free, I started by doing some sociology, like this half of a past paper that we have to do, but I can't get into it, and so I kind of ended up not finishing it. I planned one question, and then I didn't move on to the next question, and then I started to do some stuff for my EPQ presentation board, because it seems to be eating me alive right now, because I realised that I have the remainder of this week to work on it, and then next week is half term, so I'm not going to be in school, so I'm not going to have access to the board, because it's like a board on wheels. You guys have seen it. It's like a big, hefty, like, board on wheels, and even if I had a car, I wouldn't be able to get that in a car. I've been printing out a bunch of photos to put up onto it, basically, that are going to represent my project, basically. They're pictures from the lessons that I conducted, which I've just been putting on like coloured paper and getting ready to put onto my board. So I had a lesson period 3, I had a law class, we were doing some review of paper 1, which is all about criminal law, and then I had another 3, and my friend walked me through some of the stuff for Hamlet, because it's like my weakest area right now, and genuinely found that so much more helpful than any of the other lessons. So if you're watching, thank you very much. Thank you so much. You've been very beneficial to me. And then I had another sociology class, and after school I was going to work on my EPQ presentation board more, but then I got roped into doing a poetry intervention apparently, which I didn't particularly want to do, but I guess it wasn't that bad. I genuinely feel brain dead right now. Like, I feel like I physically couldn't pick up work even if I tried. I'm going to have like some brain dead time. I want Alicia Marie to post. She hasn't posted in like a week. I got so used to her. Oh. I'm vlogging right now. Say hey to the vlog. Ooh, but I just flipped open my iPad and I forgot that you're on it. I forgot, basically, my wallpaper is Beth right now. If she gives me permission, I will put a picture of it on the screen, but I'm not going to show it without her permission. It took a really funny picture on Photo Booth. Every time I look at it, it makes me laugh. But Beth gave me permission to show it to the vlog, so you guys go. Here's Beth. I'm actually just full on just like gonna have like a breakdown or something in a minute. And I do truly feel like I need one. Like, I feel like breakdowns are good for the soul, and I feel like I don't cry anywhere near as much as I should, so I don't know. I'm just quite tired today. It's been quite a long day. My nose is also stuffy, and I can't tell if that's because I'm getting ill or what it is. Maybe I'm just allergic to. I'm not going to do any work tonight because I don't want to overexert myself. I'm trying to kind of know my limits, and I just know that if I sit down to do anything, it's not going to be productive, and I could definitely force myself to do something, but I just feel like I kind of don't want to, and I also feel like it could be more worth it to just not do anything tonight. While I obviously want to be super productive, and I want to be able to do all these things and get all these things done, and, you know, strive to be on top form in my A-levels, I do also need to remember that, like, I'm human and that I need the break sometimes, and thankfully we have a half term coming up soon. While I'm still going to be doing some sort of work during that time, I don't have to go onto campus, and I don't have to wake up so early, which is very good. I'm not going to vlog for the rest of the evening, even though I haven't really been vlogging for the rest of the day, so yeah. But I will pick up the camera again tomorrow, because we're going to be kind to ourselves, but we're also going to be hopping on the productive bandwagon, because I have stuff to do, basically. I'm exhausted. Can it just be half time already? I've not stopped yawning all day. It's ridiculous. Maybe I need a coffee. No, what I really want is the Celsius. We don't have any. We had a little bit of a screw up with the coffee this morning. It looks so good. I never usually make my coffee like this in the mornings. I had to froth the milk into 2 parts because I needed more milk initially fit in the milk frother. And then I dumped the first froth onto the coffee granules and the syrup before adding the hot water to make it espresso. So yeah, we're doing fantastic this morning. I'm quite tired today, but I don't like to keep complaining that I'm tired because I don't know, it's just frustrating more than anything. I should feel relatively more awake after this and eating, and when I've done my walks to school and I've got some like fresh air and stuff. I wanted to be on campus by now, and I'm not. My alarm went off almost 2 hours ago. Great today. My back also hurts, and I think it's from when I was doing my EPQ board after school yesterday because I had to like stand up and lean. Also, my laptop charger just fully gave up on me yesterday. Started sparking, so it's a miracle that I'm even here. Hashtag we can dream.
We can dream.
We can dream. I look like shit. I felt like shit. Please excuse like everything. Left campus. I'm walking home right now. My walk home is a trek. Like an absolute fucking trek. I'm also eating an apple, which I feel like this is such like a teacher thing to do. I'm leaving late and I'm eating an apple. I feel like every time I leave like campus or I'm like on campus after school hours, I will always see a teacher eating a piece of fruit. I feel like that's a very teacher thing to do. So I'm channeling my inner teacher right now. A little bit of a rant. I've just been working on my EPQ presentation board, which I need to get like a time lapse of me like working on it or something. I started to get like really confident and started like laying some things down. So like I put the picture, I printed out the pictures on A3 paper, and then I've stuck the A3 paper to a piece of sugar paper to create like a coloured border. So I started to staple those down, so I basically finished those. I put the title and the symbol down. I didn't get a picture because I was too mad. I was pissed off. Basically, I started to get a little bit too confident, started to lay some stuff down, took a step back and then realised that it wasn't centred. The picture wasn't centred with the title, and it annoyed me basically. So it was at that point where I was like, yeah, I'm done for the day. Forgot to put this I've shown you guys the parchment in this vlog. Forgot to put that down on the corner of the board that it needed to be on before I started stapling everything down. So yeah, all in all, hasn't been very productive. My hair is annoying me. I need a trim. Toying with the idea of either getting a buzz cut or just doing a proper cut. I feel like I might do a proper cut because I don't like the idea of a buzz cut anymore. I did at the time, so it's like, no hair, great, I don't have to deal with it, but yo, stop. I look like shit. I'm sorry, I'm having a crash out. I almost cried this morning, and I don't cry very often, and I've been in the need for a cry pretty much since September when school started, so I want that to come very soon. I want something to trigger it. I feel like we're very close now. Thank you for listening to my rant. If you want to hear more rant, go follow my podcast, Real Rants with Really Riley. There's a link in the description box down below. New episode should be coming on Wednesday, so enjoy. I don't. This might be the grossest angle ever. Yeah, this is like a flipping light. This probably doesn't look much better, but I want to be realistic for once. I feel like I look like crap. I kind of feel like crap as well. And I just don't want to do it. I'm so tired from this week. Like, it's not even funny. I just feel like it's all a bit much. And it's just an essay. Like, it shouldn't be that hard to just write an essay. But it feels like a lot. Because it's a big essay. Look, I just have a fucking massive forehead. Oh my god. I could attempt to write it in an hour, but realistically, am I going to be in any better of a mood tomorrow than I am today? Might be slightly better, but I could do the essay now, finish my EP keyboard tomorrow, then that's done and out of the way. Then over half term, all I have to do is work on my PowerPoint. I need a haircut, but I keep spending money at the canteen. And so I just can't do a haircut right now, because I keep spending my money elsewhere. And I don't want to write this essay, I don't want to do it. I just don't want to hand it in. It just feels like a lot. Like a lot. And this would be the perfect point to cry, but I just don't cry anymore, and it's so annoying. A whole cry would just be cathartic, and it would just tie this whole clip together as well. I'm just too tired to care. Which is bad. Because I want A stars more than anything. And I truly feel like I can do it. Like, if I look back on GCSEs when I was at this point, I was not at this position. Like, I can do it. I have better understandings of all the exams. I feel like I'm in a more better position with, like, my revision materials and my revision routine. I feel like I know what works better for me and what doesn't work better for me. I mean, I still have some way to go. I'm not perfect. It's not quite done yet, because I'm at those grades yet. But that doesn't mean I don't want them. It doesn't mean I can't do it.
Bye.